he's got a semi-famous dad too. Well, let's just put it this way. I don't want to give the guy a big head, but his dad is pretty popular around here too. Derek Corsino, how are you this morning?
I'm great. It's a little early here on the West Coast, but I'm doing great.
Yeah, what's the temperature out in Napa Valley, California right now?
At this time of year, it does get cold at night. So it'll get down to about 30 degrees. But then it's going to be 70 today.
Wow, nice. You're making us all jealous now. Listen, the reason why you're here is because I teased the heck out of you that you were going to be here today, but I didn't mention your name. And you have a lot going on in your life. Now, you lived up here in the Hudson Valley for a while. As a matter of fact, you were the sole owner of Corsino Cakes.
Yeah. I mean, I closed that 7 years ago, so it's been a long time. But I ran that for about 8 years. I was in Wappingers and a brick and mortar for a couple of years. I think the last time I was on this show was the last time I was promoting something many years ago.
and I had your Eats and Treats. Now, we should let everybody know that you are a culinary baker and you do have a degree, yes?
I do. I'm a graduate of the Culinary Institute of America right over there in Hyde Park, New York. I got my associates in baking and pastry. I got my bachelor's in management. And I'm a crazy person. A year ago, I decided to go back. I've got a brand new master's degree online. So I'm doing that right now as well.
And you're also teaching high school level for culinary baking, yes?
Yeah, so right now I'm the culinary teacher and head of the career technical education department at Healdsburg High School in Sonoma, California, just over the hill from where I am in Napa, where I've got 145 great students this year, teaching 5 different courses. It's absolutely fantastic. I got into high school education about 4 years ago, all out here in California. And, it's been awesome ever since. It was a great pivot that I decided to do many years ago.
Now, I am not a baker, but I do have culinary with Cajun food and all kinds of fish, steaks, everything like that. Now, being a baker, though, and being a culinary expert in baking, that's a whole different ballgame, is it not?
It is. So, often on what we would call the hot side, you can play with the recipe a little bit easier. So, if you want to adjust the seasonings, you want to adjust, the liquidity of it, you can do that. With baking, it's a science. So you can't just be like, well, I'm going to add more sugar because I want it sweeter. Well, that has some ramifications to it. So you really gotta be much more precise. So when I think about a lot of the bakers I know, we're very analytical. And we like things a certain way. But then we also have the artistic side of things as well. It's knowledge of the color palette and how visually things will play on a plate. So it can be vastly different than culinary. But that being said, and I think it's why I enjoy being a culinary teacher, just yesterday I was getting, pork shoulders ready for a barbecue fundraiser. Because you still have that creativity, you still have that play on the hot side of things as well. And that's why I'm just kind of enjoying it all these days.
Now, when I was taking classes in Manhattan, one of the chefs said, in order for you, and I've never forgotten this, in order for you to have good food, you have to have terrific spices. And it does make a difference. Now, what about baking? Do you use the best ingredients available?
Always. It's one of those things where not all sugar is created equal. There's a quality difference. If you buy like a premium brand of sugar, it has a certain texture to it. It's cleaner. It's whiter. It's got a different flavor. Even with chocolate, I've tasted chocolates. I've used chocolates from all around the world, and they have different flavor profiles. You can get like a piece of chocolate from a single origin in the Dominican Republic that it's dark chocolate, but you bite into it and you taste like raspberries, strawberries, that are not there, but it's just the terroir coming through. So, of course, ingredients matter.
Yeah. Now, what about the different types of flour that's out there?
Oh, I was actually just lecturing on this with my students. We just strapped a grains unit.
Oh, really?
There's a whole hierarchy of flours, and that matters too. You know, where you get it from. Are you getting a high quality wheat? How are they grinding it? You know, there's definitely companies out there that I prefer, but it's like, what do you want to make? Do you want to make cakes? Do you want to make cookies? Do you want to be making bread? Just the amount of different types of bread flour for what you want to make, you know, all matters. I was just chatting with somebody the other day about, like, how do you make the perfect bagel? You know, is it the water? I can make great bagels out here in California, and I'll tell you right now, it's not the water, it's not the yeast, it's the flour, and, you know, boiling. You got to use a high gluten flour. You can't just use regular bread flour from the store. It just won't work.
So no gold medal then.
You know, you do actually find on the commercial side gold medal flour, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily my go.
What about what is that? Durham flour?
Durham? Yeah. You know, you just keep talking about things that I've been talking about. We just did fresh pasta distantly with all my students, and we did a semolina Durham flour in there, and it's just a little bit different. It's a little coarser. It's from Italy, but it all depends on what you want. And it's funny enough, people here on the West Coast are far less familiar with it than they are on the East Coast, and I think it's that Italian influence.
So if you're making a cake, let's say, just hypothetically here, if you're making a cake, you would not use buttercream icing, would you?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Really? And again, now we're talking about ingredients for buttercream icing, are we not?
Oh yeah.
Now there's cheap stuff, and then there's the good stuff. What's
it all comes down to good butter.
Is that what it is?
Oh, completely. It's one of those things. If you use like a French cultured butter, you're gonna taste that butter to really come through. And there's even different types of buttercreams. There's a favorite of mine that you probably don't really want to ice cake with, but it's a German style buttercream. Of course, you take like your traditional frosting, but then you add custard to it, like pudding. So it's rich. Very, very rich. So you can really taste the butter, the milk, you know, the quality of your ingredients so much more.
Hey, Derek, you know, come to think of it, let's see, you're out there in Napa Valley. My mother-in-law is celebrating a birthday this Saturday.
Hmm?
Yeah. Hint, hint.
I'm not sure it's going to make it. That's shipping. Shipping of cakes. It's one of those things that, you know, some companies have mastered it, but I've never had a success.
So, but speaking of your success, we have to take a quick break here. And when we come back, we're going to tell everybody what you're going to be doing very shortly. All right, so stand by with me, and we're going to check out the ride with Hudson Valley Traffic. And we'll be right back with Derek Corsino. And yes, his father is Buffalo Bob. So stay right there, Derek, if you would, please.
This traffic report is powered by Emergency One. Having a sneeze
is Buffalo Bob. Derek, I apologize for that.
No, plug a show.
Of course, now, you know, now you've been on television before in different bake-offs, I guess you might want to call them, yes?
Yeah. So I've been on the Food Network 3 times, and the first 2 times was a show called Food Network Challenge, and did 2 episodes of that. Really fun. A little while later, I did a show called Sugar Dome, which was great. And, you know, it's been 7 years since I filmed that, which is crazy how time goes on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you're going to be on again with the Spring Baking Championship. Now, this is big-time stuff, is it not? This
is. So in the past, they've been one-off competitions. It's me, a couple competitors. It's going to be, they're all one episode. But this one is a 10-episode series elimination. So, depending on how well I do, I'm up against the judges in episode 1. And, everybody's going to be able to see, does the old dog still have a couple tricks up his sleeve? I haven't decorated a cake in years.
Oh, my gosh.
And, the show's format is there's a preheat competition where you can get an advantage. And then that goes into the big main heat. And the main heat is where elimination happens. And it all comes down to last baker standing. So, yeah, episode 1 is going to be featuring barnyard breakfast treats for the preheat. And then the main heat, you're going to see me slinging on dancing cow cakes is the theme. I'm really excited for everybody to see it.
Now, you have to create original bakery stuff, or do you have to follow their?
No, yeah, it's full on us. But they've got an awesome pantry. It's got everything you could possibly need, all the ingredients. The refrigerators are stocked full of stuff. They've got butter, like we were talking about, at every temperature, many different types of it. They had savory ingredients and such as well. So if you wanted bacon, there was a slab of bacon. I didn't touch the bacon. But, having access to all of this and any piece of equipment I could possibly need just allows you to go wild. You can create, you can riff, and even halfway through a bake, it's like, oh, well, maybe I want to do this. Or, so-and-so's using, like, apricot jam right now. Well, I can't use that. I got to do something else. Make myself, stand apart. So it's really thinking on your feet, and it's a dead sprint.
and of course, you're celebrating springtime romance, too. Right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The whole series, it's spring, it's bright, it's cheery, and while spring in the Hudson Valley might still be a little cold right now, things are blooming here in Napa.
Oh wow, beautiful. Now, the first premiere episode is going to be what, February 22nd?
February 22nd, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. You can watch it on Food Network as well as Discovery Plus. And it's going to be a 2-hour special, so everybody's got to watch me for 2 hours.
Oh wow! I wish you good luck in this. I really do, because it's going to come down to what, 3 finalists who make it to the finale. They must hit a high note with I guess, what do they call it? Songbird themed desserts and and all of this stuff. So this is some pretty stiff competition you're up against here.
Yeah, we're a group of 11 bakers, so anything could happen. We're from all across the country, all across the world, because some people aren't even originally from the States. They're people from all over. So, you're bringing flavor profiles from all over the world into one, baking arena. And, it's going to be so exciting for everybody to see. I've been itching.
Well, so you could be facing a pastry chef from France? I mean,
totally. And there is one.
Oh my God!
He bakes in Manhattan now, but Laurent's a great guy. He's from France originally.
Oh, and boy!
Even there's even a little twist that I can say because it's public knowledge now. I'm actually going up against one of my former students.
Are you really?
Yeah. Former student of mine I taught at a university in Washington, D.C. It was kind of a funny moment. We show up day one. It's like, I know you.
Oh my!
And I think he was a little terrified to be a teacher there.
Oh my gosh! You have to be nervous for this upcoming premiere.
Oh, I'm nervous every time TV happens, and even more nervous for something so big like this. Spring Baking Championship. They're in their 7th season now.
Wow!
It's a very well established show. So yeah, all the nerves are high.
So let me ask you this for the Spring Baking Championship. that takes place on the Food Network February 22nd. Everyone, you're going to be able to see Derek Corsino do his stuff. Let me ask you this question. So the grand winner of all of this, out of 11 bakers, what is the prize that you're working towards?
The prize, two things. Big prize, $25,000.
What?
And then a 25 grand. Oh yeah, I'm not kidding around here.
Oh,
And
wow.
as well as their spread in the Food Network magazine as well. So good press and good money.
Oh my gosh! You know, Derek, I got to tell you, I wish you all the luck and success in the world. You know that.
Thank you.
Your dad and I are very, very good friends. Even though some people might not think it, but we are because of the way he busts my chops on the air here. And I know
Well, you guys do it right back to each other.
And you know, your dad's listening right now. You want to say hello to your mom and dad?
Oh, of course. You know, it's early on my time, but they've been up for hours. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm going to make sure I'm listening to your show. Thanks for getting me on the air as well.
Derek, a pleasure talking with you. This sounds really exciting, and we're going to be watching this.
I hope everybody enjoys it.
My mother-in-law is a baker. She is not a cook. She is a baker. And I know darn well she's going to be watching this along with my wife as well. So you know what? God bless. Good luck to you. And thank you so much for giving us some of your time this morning. This sounds really, really exciting. February 22nd, folks. And you say our time is 9 o'clock?
Yep, 9 p.m. on Food Network if you're watching live, and you can also watch on the new Discovery Plus app as well.
Oh, I think that's phenomenal. And I do say I wish you all the luck in the world, Derek. And I miss your cake because I have sampled what you've made. And I do remember
I hear that
often. Yeah. You know what? Good luck to you in your further endeavors. And you know what? Keep teaching and doing the right thing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Derek. Thank you so much again. And thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. There he goes. That is Derek Corsino. Yes, the Buffalo Bob's son, and I know him and his wife are very, very proud of Derek, really, and his accomplishments and what he's done in 7 years' time. And baking, that's not an easy thing to do, folks. It is not an easy thing to do, and I am not a baker, and neither is Buffalo Bob. Had to throw that in.